Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Cass. Today we are going to be doing an exciting video where I show you how I curl my hair. But before we get started, if this is your first time here, please take one moment to hit the subscribe button, tippity tap the bell to get notifications, drop me a comment, and give me a thumbs up. I think I remembered it this time. You know what? You go, Cass, because I be struggling sometimes. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back this week. Like I said, guys, I'm going to show you how I get my curly hair. I wore this over the weekend and your girl got questions, okay? Everybody was like, what's the hair? Oh, details, please help me. What barrel are you using? And I'm here to answer them for you because I feel like we should all be slaying together, you know? Even though the pandemic is at large, we're still slaying together, okay? We need to be ready to hit 2021 with the looks. So I did get this wig from unicehair.com. I really wanted to try Unice hair, and so that's why I got it in April. I had never tried it before, but I always see that all the influencers are using Unice hair, so I was like, it must be good if my girls are using it. So I have not had any issues with this wig, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. She holds a curl very nicely, and she has not been shedding. I also did do a watercolor jet black on this wig. Now keep in mind, I don't wear my wigs consistently. Like, I'm not one of those people that wears my wigs for 2 weeks at a time and just keeps it rolling, because I have to wear surgical caps and, you know, hats and stuff like that. So I really just wear my hair on weekends if I have some events or something going on. So for me, it's just more of like a 3 to 4 day situation versus like a 7 to 14 day situation. So I've worn this wig probably 4 or 5 times since April, and every time it's been a great experience. I've washed it every single time. I've restyled it, so you know, I haven't had any issues. The hair is not dry. I'm not using any special kind of, you know, shampoo and conditioner to make sure that I'm keeping it moisturized or anything like that. I'm just using my generic one that I use on my own natural hair, and I've been having a great time with this hair, guys. As far as the update for it goes, like I said, no shedding. The color has not faded in it. It took bleach very well. This is a transparent lace, so if you haven't worked with that, it's a little bit tricky. Like right now, she looks really good, right? But without my face beat, basically this is a little bit too dark for my actual skin tone right now, and that's because I didn't wash out the Sally Hansen foundation spray. The transparent lace is literally like a very nude color, so you have to tint it, but it's just such a nice thin lace and it lays so nicely. So you know, there's pros and cons to that. So if you haven't worked with a transparent lace before, you may want to either, you know, try with this wig, or you may want to hold off and keep using like the regular lace that they have that's already, like, you know, tinted brown and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's the update. If you have any specific questions that I may have not answered, because I know this wasn't like a super detailed update, but honestly, the hair hasn't given me any issues. Like I said, I purchased this in April for my birthday from Unice because I've heard good things, and it hasn't failed me yet. So if you're not into making wigs, you want something a little bit natural but also holds a good curl and can take dye well, this may be for you. And I just got a lot of questions over the weekend when I wore it, and I was just like, let me just let my girls know what's up. So I'm going to jump in and show you guys how I achieve these curls. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. I hope that you have an awesome day, and I will see you at the end with my model montage as per usual. This wig on Friday, and today is Monday. So I just want to show you guys how I curled it. I got quite a few questions on IG this weekend when I wore it for my godbrother's wedding, and I just wanted to show you guys. This is the wig that I wore for my birthday, and I recently I snipped her. Like, I put her on 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I wore her for the weekend, and I was like, she needs to be a little shorter, so I cut a little bit of it off. I wanted it to be kind of like medium length, more natural looking instead of where it was at. I can't remember the exact inches that I got it in, but I will leave that video and the information and everything in the description box so you guys can kind of gauge. I like to get hair that's a little bit longer and cut it because I feel like it makes it a little bit thicker when it's a wig that's pre-made. If I make the wig myself, I just get the exact inches that I want because I'm able to add as many wefts as I want. But when you get a pre-made wig, half the time they're kind of thin. I think this was like a 150 density wig, I want to say, and it's just a little bit too thin. Like if it would have been 180 or 200, I would have been a happy camper, but 150 is a little bit thin. So I find that when you cut your hair a little bit, it gets it to be a little bit more full for some reason. Don't ask me what's going on. To me, it's magic, okay? But yeah, I just wanted it to be a little bit more full. So still love this wig. She's fabulous, obviously. I'm a creature of habit and I absolutely love middle parts, but something about the side part has been doing it for me. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. Of course, I still love the middle part. She's the original. She's not going nowhere, but the side part is absolutely my mistress. And me and her have been having a great time. Okay, we've been doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna just start curling my hair. I like for it to kind of give me like the 1940s, 1950s, I think it's 1940s, but like volume, and I curl the whole thing, but the paddle brush is really your friend. I kind of let the curls fall over the weekend, and I was like, then when I came home after I had went out and I brushed them out on Friday, I was like, I should have done this. So that's what I did for Saturday. So yeah, we're gonna just get curling. I'm listening to my tunes, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like after, and we'll get into like the styling portion of it. So I'm using this Hot Tools curling barrel that I got from TJ Maxx. I got this for like $30. I was on the hunt for one of these. I've always wanted to use one because I love curls, and I love volume, if you know me. And I had to learn how to use this. I don't know, I was watching so many videos and I thought it looked so easy, and the first time I tried to use this, child, when I tell you she did not work, I was struggling. I burnt myself. It was a hot ghetto mess. So Val had to teach me. But I'm going to quickly tell you what you have to do, because if you know you haven't used one, it's kind of a hard concept. And I was curling, like I had curled my whole head and it was not curling. If you want the curls to go away from your face, you have to have the clamp towards your face, like facing frontwards. And I just like to clamp and drag a little bit. And when you're first starting, you may want to hold the hair because it tends to get out of the way. And I'm just rolling and twisting. If you want your curls to go inwards, you obviously have to have the clamp facing backwards. So it's kind of backwards when you think about it too much, and I'm an overthinker, and that's why I got set up the first time I used it. But yeah. So I'm done with this side. This is what the curls are looking like. So I'm gonna go with my Got To Be High Insta Hold. So I don't want the hold to be too crunchy, but I do want it to stay. The thing about like barrel curls, flat iron curls, they do not hold, okay? So you have to have some hairspray. It doesn't matter how good the hair is. Even if the curls are popping for a few hours, 1 to 2 hours, they're gonna eventually drop. Whereas wand curls, them things will stay, okay? They love to hold. But with the barrel and the flat iron, I guess it's because it's a bigger curl, it's harder for it to hold and it's not as tight. So I'm going in with this hairspray because it's not as heavy as the original Got To Be in the yellow spray bottle. And I want these to, I am going to brush them out, but once I brush them out, I want it to like keep the volume. So I like to spray them right after versus like pin curling them, because I don't want like a Shirley Temple look. I want like a loose body, you know what I mean? So just doing like a generic spray. And you don't have to do this every time, because I did this on Saturday, but I'm just doing it for the purpose of the video. But once I put hairspray in, most of the time, because it's not such a heavy product, this one, I can still keep curling my hair and the rest of the product will still keep holding my curls. So just wanted to show y'all that little snippet. We're gonna keep rolling. that I'm closer to the top, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to try to curl from basically as close to the root as I can get. When I'm at the bottom, I don't really care about curling all the way to the root. It's just unnecessary because I don't need that much volume. The bottom is just, I want it to be nice and fluffy. So I want like a sleek, fluffy look. But when I get to the top part, on the side part especially, I want it to be voluminous. So that way when I brush it out, it's like there's a lot of volume at the roots. So yeah, because Saturday I did not curl it properly at the top, so I had to actually like tease a section underneath. So like around this area I had to tease and then just fold over the top and cover it because I didn't have time to go back and curl. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. It just all kind of depends on the exact look you're going for. I'm really trying to give them, you know, Josephine Baker, the Ella Fitzgerald era right now. I'm just such an old Hollywood type of person when it comes to stuff like this. So that's what I want like my side part to look like. Y'all understand me. I love this wig. Now I am going to finger comb them because I don't want them to be too paddle brushed right now, and I want to see what it looks like, you know, just kind of separated. So that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to go with a paddle brush in certain areas. I don't paddle brush through the whole thing because then you could drop all your curls. But there's certain areas where I want it to be like a certain amount of volume. So with this side, I want this piece to be like up and over. I don't like the whole tuck behind look. Like I said, I want it to be like really, y'all see what my hands are doing, y'all get it. So I'm just kind of, I'm not brushing all the way through. That's the trick because you still want to have some curls at the end. So you see what that just did? You see how she brought her to life? Oh, help me. So this section right here, I'm going to brush back and then over my hand like that, right? This is where the hairspray comes in because I want her to kind of stay up. You just kind of had to hold my girl there, but it's better if you have like a clip. So I'm going to just put a little clip right here just to hold this until it dries, and then if you need to add more. So you see what we're doing there? Now for this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just paddle brushing basically only the top because I want it to, you see what we're doing here. The thing about getting your and over, you brushing the hair this way is not going to help you because you have a little bit but you don't have enough. You want to actually brush the hair to the side and then zhuzh it over. Do you see what we did there? So now you have more of like this top space, and that's when you would also hairspray for the very first time. For me, my wig has been set for a few days now, so I don't need to do it, but you always brush over and then you zhuzh to the side. I'm going to paddle brush a little bit lower on this side because I want some more volume. And then of course there's the infamous cash zhuzh where you brush it all the way back and you waterfall it forward, and that's how you get all of this. You know what I'm saying? So is she cute? Do we like her? Let me do one more. So I love what's going on here, so we don't want to lose her. So You guys see what I'm going for. So this is why this hair needed to be a little bit shorter, because when it was down here, she wasn't giving me this. Okay, like I was getting this and the bang, you know, but I wasn't getting this. Like, look at how she's giving me the length, you know what I mean? So when I toss her over my shoulder, I'm still giving. It's a lot, but we're here. You know, it took me a long time to master this look, but I finally feel like the old Hollywood queen I'm supposed to be. The way this wig wants to just slide off my head right now, like, give me a chance to film a video or two. Alright guys, if you have any other questions that I may not have answered, because I know it wasn't like a super detailed update, but honestly the hair hasn't given me any issues for me to be like, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. Like, it's just very short and sweet. The hair is still holding up, still very silky, still very nice, and I haven't had any issues. But if you have any specific questions that I may not have answered, just drop them down in the comment section and I will get back to you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.